All that I'm saying is, right, if this was Michael Jordan or if that was LeBron James who went around that same road, they would criticize and crucify them more than Kareem. So in my mind frame, if I understand that, I don't understand how Kareem's getting held to a lesser standard than MJ and LeBron James.
What road are you talking about?
If MJ or LeBron missed the playoffs in back-to-back seasons in their prime, they would crucify them for it as why they shouldn't be the GOAT. If they blew a lead, if they went out in the first round to a 40-win team while their team was a 60-win team, they would crucify them for it to negate them from being in the GOAT conversation. But they don't do that for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, so you can possibly say that Kareem has more lows than those guys, right?
Yes, therefore he can't be in the conversation.
But then you can turn right back around and say he has just as much or more highs than those guys, especially LeBron. Especially LeBron. Yes, he has.
What are these highs? What are these highs?
What are these highs?
What are these highs?
Championships.
Oh, okay.
So championships.
MVPs too.
He was in a Finals MVP every time he won a
championships. MVPs. I can say. First team.
Let's narrative bend today, fellas.
Player of the years.
Let's narrative bend. I don't think Kareem has a defensive player of the year. Kareem doesn't have a defensive player.
He does not have a defensive player of the year award.
He never got locked by a 50-year-old Jason Kidd either.
Teams.
Right, he got locked up by old Nate Thurman.
Nate Thurman is one of the 10 best defenders ever. That's a terrible.
Nah. Nate Thurman ain't moving me, man.
Thank you, Morris.
Nate Thurman is one of the 10 best defenders to ever exist. Let's not disrespect Nate Thurman.
Wilt cooked. Kareem cooked everybody you put in front of him. And yeah, I said Wilt, so I'm gonna start with Wilt. He cooked everybody you put in front of him. But hey, I'm not gonna sit here and try to nitpick on LeBron's legacy. I'm not gonna try to nitpick on Jordan's legacy to up Kareem's legacy. All I'm saying is Kareem has an A+ legacy.
No, bro.
Resume and is an A+ player, and he deserves to be in that top 3 contention.
He could be, but he doesn't have a conversation to be the GOAT.
He does have a conversation.
No, he does not.
I struggle to hear a sound argument for Kareem over Michael Jordan. I'd struggle to hear a sound argument for Kareem over Michael Jordan.
Not even close.
Yeah, I want to hear the conversation Kareem over LeBron.
No, the Kareem LeBron argument is simply it would have to be rings and MVPs and whatever. I struggle to hear the argument for Kareem over MJ. Like, I don't think you can make one that would make sense.
Based on dominance, Mars?
Define dominance, because everyone uses a different definition. Because MJ to me was just way more dominant than Kareem.
The man never lost a series he should have won. Kareem did.
You don't think MJ should have won in '95 against Orlando?
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
He didn't 18 months off of basketball.
Yes, he did. But in that, I think in hindsight, sure. But do you think Orlando were favored in that series or Chicago?
I don't know.
I don't know, by the way.
I don't know. I think
I would say
I'm not
Orlando,
sure.
Just off of MJ coming back way late in the season and all that. I would say Orlando, but I could be wrong.
He came back in
February
someone let me
95.
Know. Let me know because I'm not sure who was the favorites.
A30 is saying the Bulls were favored. A30 is saying the Bulls were favored, and I trust him.
So, all right, that's one. Okay. All right, that's one out.
You're cooked, Dub. You're cooked.
They were favored.
Even with that being said, like that Bulls team, that Magic team, I personally think that was the best team that they played in the 90s. That Magic team was crazy.
Better than Knicks.
What, the Bulls? That the Bulls play?
Yeah, you think the Magic in 95 and
just based on Shaq and Penny were two unstoppable forces, and then you had the shooters around them. You had Horace Grant, who had just came off the Bulls, so he knew the Bulls through and through. That I'm telling you, that team was just crazy. And then on top of that, yeah, the Knicks had Patrick Ewing, but Patrick Ewing has and never was Shaquille O'Neal. And we know the weak spot for the Bulls was the center. So it's like they have that advantage right there that just tips the scale.
Okay. I'm researching this. But yeah, if MJ or LeBron had the lows and not as many highs as Kareem, they wouldn't be in the conversation to be the GOAT. They just wouldn't.
And Dub, I do feel you. Like we got to obviously MJ's career gets put in a crazy microscope. LeBron, we've got to sit here and nitpick everything he does just with media growing. So like LeBron damn near has a great case, but his case is always under observation. We're always picking, oh, well, Bron did this, Bron did that. Let them lose to the Clippers tonight, and Bron has a game that's subpar. Ticket's gonna be on the panel tomorrow morning pointing out why, and this is you guys' goal, this is you guys' king, but he does this, this, and this. So I do get what you're saying, and it's things that Kareem did that we don't highlight. Good things. And then it's bad things that he's done that we don't remember either. But if you ask me, bro, Kareem clears.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Clears LeBron.
2 Finals MVPs to 4 and 6.
Damn, accolade merchant dub. Crazy.
Accolade merchant, bro. Like you can know what, no matter which way you bend it, the accolades route, the talent route, everything route, bro.
So,
MJ
Dub, where would you
will
rank
always come out
Kareem
on
all
top.
time?
He has Kareem at 6.
I have him at 6, bro.
That's so
What you talking
nasty.
about? Stop
That's
playing
so
with me,
nasty.
man. I want real bag talk. I want real
Crazy.
players.
You got MJ,
It's
LeBron,
convincing, right, Dub?
Kobe, Hakeem, Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he has
that Queen Heavy
KD8.
talk it's nice to you, huh?
You said what?
That
I know
Queen Heavy
Dub
talk
has
is real good to you.
KD8.
I just like guys who's great at basketball, man.
Man,
You got
shit.
Shaq over Kareem?
I just like guys who's great at basketball.
That's
bro.
nasty.
No.
I mean, I just like guys who's great
How
at
is Shaq going to
basketball.
stop the most unstoppable move?
How is Kareem not going to get fucking bullied down there by Shaquille O'Neal, who was breaking backboards?
No, that's
like Kareem
facts. I'm not
couldn't even
talking
do that.
about one-on-one, but I'm just saying Kareem got a great career. He got the longevity over Shaq. Shaq wasn't even the best player on that, that Miami team. Shaq had a great run, don't get me wrong, but I think Kareem got
Wait,
a little.
wait,
That,
hold on.
that
Mark,
best
you
player,
disagree with that?
No, that best player argument kind of hurts Kareem. more
No,
than
it definitely
Shaq.
does.
I understand
It
what you're
definitely
saying when
does.
you bring up Magic Johnson. That's fair. That's a fair point as well. But I still, the longevity in which Kareem played, and he winning in Milwaukee and all that. I just take him. I just take him above.
Well, put it like this.
I do
Wait,
agree.
wait,
I
put it
have
like
Kareem
this.
Shaq.
Put it like
Magic
this, right?
Johnson save Kareem's legacy?
Huh?
I take Kareem. I
Magic
thought
You
Johnson
could
saved
you could
Kareem's
argue, you could argue
To
that,
Tyson's
but it
point,
wasn't looking
longevity.
good for him.
Who went up against tougher competition, Shaq or Kareem?
Shaq.
Clearly, right?
I don't know.
Nah,
Okay.
Kareem's less
I don't know.
In the
In the-
finals, I'd say
Kareem clears.
Kareem.
Kareem.
Clears.
In the
Clears.
conference,
Watch
I'd say
this.
Shaq.
Watch this, right? Tim Duncan, top 5, top 10 player,
Mhm.
right? Hakeem
Right.
Olajuwon, top 10 player.
Yep.
Feel me? MJ, GOAT. Well, who else he had? Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Kevin Garnett. Do I need to keep reading it off? Dwayne Wade. Wait, no.
What?
Not Dwayne. Not Dwayne. Not
You
Dwayne
were
at
on to
that time.
something. You
Yeah,
really
yeah,
had me convinced.
Dub,
He played.
no,
He
no.
played the
Dub,
Jazz.
to be honest,
he played the Jazz with Carmelo.
Dirk question.
Dirk
so
Nowitzki.
How much Henny did you had before?
Dirk Nowitzki. Oh. Karl Malone. These are all guys that's in top 15, top 20, top 25 conversations. Kareem, you got Wilton
you
Bill.
talking about players, not necessarily teams, though. You talking about just players.
And-
I mean,
Individuals.
You don't wanna go to
he
team
went,
route,
he went
boy.
against the Jazz. He went against the Jazz. He went against the Bulls. He went against the Spurs.
Houston Rockets.
He went against the Kings, were a great team.
King.
Portland's were a
Portland
great team.
Trailblazers. Come on. We going to talk about it or what, man? What we talking about, bro? What against arguably
Those
the-
2000 Portland Trailblazers were a very good.
They was
team.
nice. They was nice.
Those are
I
very
don't-
good
you know what
teams.
I mean? I'm
And
not
The
putting them-
finals competition isn't really moving me, but the
I
conference
mean,
competition.
yeah,
is.
the finals.
Pacers.
He faced the Celtics, right? Don't get me wrong, but bro, this man Shaq faced
Oh,
MJ
yeah,
and the
Kareem.
Bulls. Like, what we talking about?
Allen
MJ and
Iverson,
the Bulls.
2001. A lot of people thought the Lakers were going
All
to
I'm
win.
saying, so you got
The
Shaq.
Nets definitely are moving. me.
Shaq went up against tougher players. He went up against
I don't
arguably-
know if I can say
arguably
tougher players.
tougher teams.
I don't
How
know if I
is-
can say tougher players. I don't know.
All right, come on, bro. You don't have to lie.
I mean, bro,
Rick Barry and Nate
can-
Furman. That what we doing?
I can run. Well, I'm kind of gonna keep the 70s out of this, even though we could talk about Wilt, obviously. But then in the 80s, Kareem
four
was
Pistons,
Kareem
I
was
forgot
Kareem was,
about
was
all
going
four
through the
Pistons.
ringer. You know, he was going against super teams too. He was going against top
Alright.
10 players as well.
The
So
Sixers,
we
the
can't
Sixers
say
in Boston.
that.
Who else? The Sixers in Boston. Who else?
That's all you can really say. It don't really matter. Outside of that, it don't really matter. Who else was who were the dynasties that the Lakers were playing?
Bro,
Pistons
he
and the
fa-
Spurs. That's
Shaq,
what you
Shaq
Shaq
faced the
Spurs.
Shaq faced the Bulls.
In the 90s, he did for sure.
He faced
But
the Bulls.
but it's some teams in the 70s I can highlight that Kareem played too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not
There's
gonna
not a lot
lie.
of good teams in the semis.
You got the Kareem's Western Conference competition in LA is just so mid. Like, it's just not moving me. Like,
please.
That's
Like,
fair. That's fair. I can't disagree with that.
like, who's the best team he played in? The Sonics in '79. Like, that's the best team I can think of because they won the title that year. Like, who else was he really playing? The Rockets in '86, but he was already done and they lost that year. So, like, I don't know. The '80s West, it's not moving me.
It's not moving you, bro. It shouldn't move anybody.
Boston and Philly, however, they are moving me. But
Outside of that, unimpressed. Mars.
Lost in '81 to the Moses Malone Houston Rockets. Never should have happened, but they lost.
True. '86, they lost to
Did
they lose to Houston?
They lost
again?
to Houston again.
Hakeem and Ralph Sampson.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Ron, if you had to pick a center, who
got swept by Moses Malone in Philly, and they were leading in halftime every single
play
game.
around with though.
I agree. I said they were a good team.
Like for real, we don't talk about it, but when it comes to like big man duos, that's like it's top 2, and it might not be 2.
Okay,
all that we're saying,
David Robinson, but
it might not be 2. I don't know.
It's number 2.
Whew, hey, they'll give him a run for their money though.
Hey, Ron, I'm just trying to provide clarity for you, bro. Shaq, arguably, I'll preference arguably, went up against tougher teams, definitely went up against tougher players, and dominated them.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.